What's good, everyone? Today I'm going to show you 5 hidden features in Procreate which are going to help take your art to the next level. Let's go. Today we're going to explore 5 lesser known or hidden features in Procreate which may not be visible right at the surface but can really help you go that little bit further, maybe streamline your workflow and create some pretty cool art. All right, let's waste no time at all. We'll jump straight in and talk about number 1 on my list today, and that is Alpha Lock. If you have been using Alpha Lock already, awesome, great work. If you haven't, please, after today's video, make sure you're using this one. It's great. Alpha Lock allows you to lock the transparency of a layer. Once you do this, you're able to apply color and effects to the rest of the piece without affecting any areas that are transparent. This can be particularly useful with coloring and shading techniques. So let's jump in and have a look. I thought I'd show you one of the new pieces I'm working on here. This is part of a new collection for the Dark Arts Design Cartel. Stay tuned for the website. It's coming very, very soon. So as you can see here, we've got this crazy head, which has been morphed and is changing, and we've added all these pills in around it. And I've started to work on the color here, and this is a really great place to show you Alpha Lock. So if we jump into the layers, at the moment, all I want to do is I want to color drop on those teeth. I'm really not happy with the color of them. So what I can do is I can tap directly on the teeth layer and I can turn on Alpha Lock. You'll see the little icon change as well, and that's saying that the transparency lock is now on, which is great. Let's have a look at selecting a color, and then I'm going to go ahead and color drop that on there. So I'm going to press and hold on my color, bring it across the tooth I want to drop on, and it's filled that tooth. I can then tap on continue filling, and every other section I tap on, it will fill that with that color. But here's where Alpha Lock comes in handy. Obviously, if I tap each of these teeth, it's going to fill those, but if I tap anywhere else outside of there, it's not going to fill anything at all. Now, this is going to be great if I'm working in little detailed areas like this. Maybe I want to get this tooth in here. I can just really quickly jump in, tap areas, I don't have to worry about it filling anything else. All right, moving right along to number 2 on my list, and that is Reference Companion. The Reference Companion is really, really handy. It allows you to bring in or import photos or pieces of art directly into Procreate and use them as reference throughout your design process. Allowing an image to be alongside of your artwork allows you to draw from reference from that. For instance, if you were drawing trees and you forgot how that tree looked, you can bring a tree in, have it there right next to whatever you're drawing. It's going to make life so much easier. But you can also do another really cool feature, and let's have a look. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit my little wrench icon at the top, the Actions menu, and I'm going to go to Canvas on my sub menu across the top here, and then I'm going to toggle on Reference. Now this is great. We've been given a reference square, and across the top of the reference square is a tiny little handle. If we grab that, we can move it around the piece. I generally like to have the reference image on the left because I'm right-handed, but have it wherever you would like. We can also resize this by touching the corner and dragging it in or out. I like to have it a pretty decent size. Now down the bottom here, we've got a few options. We're not going to talk about face today, but if we did tap on image, we could import an image from our gallery, and it could just sit there right next to what we're drawing, or you could have it like I have it set here. It's set to canvas. This is going to be a lifetime representation of what's on your canvas. So if I was working on these eyes here, and I was zoomed right in, and I was making some really small details in here, maybe a little bit of blue, every change that I make is going to show in lifetime on the reference image. I use this every single piece that I design. I use it more for the final touch stages where I'm getting in nice and tight and really needing to know what's going on within a very small particular area, but I also need to see what's going on with the whole piece as well. Get out there, use Reference Companion. I promise you, you'll love it. And let me know down in the comments if this is useful for you or if you already do use Reference Companion and how you use it. All right, moving straight along, number 3 on the list today is the Clone Tool. The Clone Tool is exactly how it sounds. It allows you to duplicate a certain part of your artwork and paint it in another area. Let's jump in and have a bit of a look. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go up to our top menu on the left, and we want to tap on Adjustments. Looks like a little magic wand there. We're going to go all the way down to the Clone Tool at the bottom. We're going to tap on that. Now you'll see our reference image disappear, but that's okay. We've been given a circle here. Now, whatever we put the circle over is what our brush is going to reference. So I want to reference this pill, and I want to create it right here. Now, let's have a look what happens when I move my brush around on the screen. Whatever that circle here touches, it's replicating it. So I can go ahead and create another pill to the right. And there we go. I'm a scientist. I've successfully cloned that pill. A really easy way, if you've drawn something and you like it and you really just want to have it somewhere else in the piece, this is going to be great for you. You're going to be able to replicate it very quickly, very efficiently. Get it there, give it a go. Happy cloning. Next on the list today is customizable gestures. Now these are a little bit hidden, but once you start using these, it really can take your Procreate experience to the next level. Gestures are customizable actions that allow you to do certain tasks and features within Procreate with a tap or a swipe. Let's have a look at what I mean. We're going to go up to actions again, and we're going to make sure we have preferences selected here. And once we have preferences selected, you'll see one of the options just past halfway down is gesture controls. Once we tap on this, we get a massive menu here, and all of these can be controlled by gestures. Let's have a look at one of my favorites, which is the quick menu here. The quick menu is going to be great. It's going to be a menu that appears on the screen, and on the right, once we have the section selected that we want to adjust, we get given some options here on the right. As you can see, I have touch. A finger touch will invoke quick menu. I have that one turned on. So every time my finger touches the screen, it's going to come up with that menu. Also, a 3-finger swipe. Swiping down with 3 fingers will invoke quick menu. Let's have a look at what that looks like simply by hitting done. Anywhere on this piece now, if I touch with my finger, I get my quick menu. So quick menu, I've got some set to no action, but I've also got some set to some of the brushes that I like. And as soon as I tap these, it's going to adjust the brush that I'm using. It's going to make life really, really quick and easy. You can also have sub menus under here as well. So I've got one for quick menu 7, I've got a layers one called Rockets Pack, which are all my favorite brushes. If you haven't been using quick menu, explore it, start off small, see what you can start to do with it, and I think you'd be surprised in a very short amount of time how far you can go with quick menu. And the fifth on the list to share with you today is Perspective Guide. Perspective Guide is going to do exactly that. It's going to allow you to create accurate perspectives in the artwork that you create. Let's head straight up to the Actions tab again on the very top left of the screen, and we want to make sure we're on Canvas for this one. And then we're going to go down. It's not going to be called Perspective Guide. It's actually going to be called Drawing Guide under here, but it is going to help you with your perspective. Let's have a look what happens when we turn it on. We get the option to edit the drawing guide. This is great. And down here is where we're going to get to our perspective part. All we have to do is tap on the screen. This is going to create us a vanishing point. Here you can see I've created a few different vanishing points. And in this design, I could be working on maybe a tile floor in a room layout. And as you can see, I can move these around. And when I tap on them, I can also select them, which will allow me to change the color of those guides at the top. So you can have control over so many of these things. And then once we do hit done, we're able to have that display on our artwork. And then we're able to sketch directly over the top. And we're going to know our perspective is exactly how it should be. And we can create some really cool pieces of art. Well, that's going to do it today. Those are 5 hidden features in Procreate. Get out there, give them a go. I promise they will help you and your artwork go that much further. And let me know down in the comments how you went. If you already used some of these, let me know. If you start using some of them, let me know as well. And if you've liked today's video, it costs nothing at all for you to subscribe to the channel, but it really does help me continue what I love to do and bring you these videos each and every week. Thanks for tuning in today. Until the next video, I'll catch you then.